What a scene here in Sin City! I always ready for a fight.
We all know in boxing, talking the talk is one thing. However, walking the walk is a different ballgame entirely.
Look at who he's been fighting. Kovalev, Smith, Plant, Saunders, Bivol. You know, he's waiting for nobody.
For over a decade now, one man from Mexico has been backing up his claims of being the best, time and time again, doing the unthinkable to the untouchable.
And new WBC,
Yet stepping back into the square circle for another ballsy challenge, to face an unexpected undisputed champion from 2 weight divisions below, who looks to seek his claims as a pound-for-pound superstar himself.
You know what time it is. Camp time, training time, go hard time, get body right time.
Despite vowing to avenge his loss to Dmitry Bivol, it was from only recently Canelo decided to jump ship from Matchroom's boxing roster to find his new home at PBC.
For these 2 Showtime, everybody involved, I think right now the best promoters are Canelo Promotion and PBC. So.
Was it shocking to you to see the 3-fight deal, man?
A little bit. I spoke to Saul last night, wishing him all the best. I think it's a good move for him. Now, we didn't have a fight for him, we didn't have an offer for him. He's got to go somewhere.
Signing himself into a new 3-fight deal for over $100 million. The optimistic move made sense in both the fighter and fans' eyes, as it opens up a whole new window of opportunity to face Charlo's, Benavidez, and what was mentioned prior to his defeat, Errol Spence Jr.
You know, he had gotten to the point where there wasn't a lot of guys of that top level to fight. So who else is out there?
I mean, if he does this 3-fight deal and it's Charlo, it's Andrade, no disrespect to Andrade, and then it's Spence, I think your fans are going to be upset. But I think Benavidez got to be part of it.
With a short break after his trilogy fight with Gennady Golovkin, Canelo's most recent appearance was against mandatory opponent John Ryder, in his first homecoming fight since Kermit Cintron back in 2011.
After a couple of years hard work and probably now a better fighter with wins over Danny Jacobs and Zach Parker, probably the best time for you to take this challenge.
If John Ryder beat me, so I'm done, right? But it's not my last fight. I'm gonna continue in boxing for a long time.
Confidence, Ryder has a right hook. That's going to unleash or unload on 3 or 4 combinations when a fight.
Having some success of his own, Ryder was able to get some shots off on the inside. However, Alvarez's heavy artillery and firepower was the difference on the night.
Chris said earlier.
Oh, and a 1-2, and that just set.
Ryder's looking at his corner.
He's thinking about
He's not sure he wants to get up, looking at his corner.
Even with the result landing in Canelo's favor, it was the performance alone against an opponent ranked as low as Ryder that had fans questioning whether he's starting to slide and slope off from his prime years. Not forgetting that now Alvarez has fought a whopping 64 bouts. It's somewhat forgivable and reasonable to have bad days in the office, and fighting 2 to 3 times a year against champions and undefeated contenders back-to-back, it's likely wear and tear is beginning to set in.
You mentioned that hand had been bothering you for a while before.
Yeah, like 2 years, 3 years, but you know, like, as a fighter, you one more fight, but you know, it is what it is, and now I'm like I say, I'm happy to be able to train 100%.
All this being said, it's come round to be a perfect chance for one of the Charlo twins to finally strike at the opportunity, as they can now back up all those bold claims they've made about facing Alvarez over the past.
Oh, it's not John Jackson, and Jackson is out.
We're the history-making twins, and I'm down for whatever make history. We did what we had to do.
I was at 154, Canelo was at 154. I had a belt, he had a belt. He didn't fight me.
I'll fight Canelo
just so they can shut that shit up.
Just can't beat me with that shit. His last performance, the bitch can't beat me. Yo.
However, with little animosity and the utmost respect shown during the build-up, the vocal brashness of Jermell was nowhere to be seen during the face-to-face encounters.
We're so respectful up there. Like, I mean, that's not the Mel that I know. You always, you know, have something to pump you up.
Man, I don't got no disrespect for the man. The man is a legend. The man did his thing there, you know what I mean?
Yes.
You got to give props on his due. So, I mean, it's just a challenge, you know what I mean?
Jermell, unlike his brother Jermall, has been more active over recent years. And clearing out his division to become undisputed makes this bout with Canelo even more special.
And fuck them, they don't like me. They ain't never liked me anyways.
He the same, the same fighter. So he might do some changes, but he gotta figure me out as well.
Showing brutal KO power as well as boxing finesse, Jermell has displayed slickness, skills, and savagery over the majority of his fights, making him a very good all-rounder to say the least.
The smaller Charlo has speed and fights harder, and he's in your face.
Jermell, his boxing skills not on the level of his brother, but what he does bring is that power, that equalizer.
Focus. Get up, get up, get up. Hey, fall down 9 times, get up 10.
Unlike a lot of fighters who take a loss and fail to bounce back, Charlo's proven himself to come back from defeats and sketchy performances with conclusive finishes, just like he did against the likes of Tony Harrison and Brian Castano.
Counting, so it's still on. Charlo is celebrating. Jack Reese is looking close. Jack Reese is in. The first big moment of the fight. Jermell puts Castano down. It is all over. Jermell Charlo is your next undisputed king of boxing.
But to respect this champion, undisputed, and I don't think there's too many of us out here. I need some apologies from you fucking.
No, you don't. You don't need that.
Motherfucker.
No, you don't need that.
Standing 6 feet tall, Charlo has always been big for the 154 division, and often being linked with names such as Spence and Crawford, the move up in weight was always inevitable.
And if you look at my size, you can tell that I've been getting prepared for this. I'm not a little Charlo, I'm the big Charlo.
Yeah. Canelo's like got a neck like this, he's like this. I think Charlo, who's a really good fighter, he's gonna find it really difficult.
Everybody was thinking it was the big brother, the 160 that was going to go to 168, but now we see it that is the 154 going to, I don't know what,
It was always thought previously that Jermall would be the one to get the Canelo fight, hence already being at 160. But with 2 years absent from the sport and Jermell being a current undisputed champion, it only made sense that 2 undisputed champions would make for a sensational showdown.
All hail King Canelo! Viva Mexico's first undisputed champion!
Towering over Alvarez, Jermell's size is an obvious factor in this fight. However, as Canelo has only fought physically bigger opposition, the adjustments for size are nothing new to add to his training camp.
You're comfortable fighting big guys, and he's not even the biggest you fought.
I'm comfortable fighting anybody.
But why is
Any
it?
side.
Any size. Bigger than you.
47, 154, everybody's bigger than me. I'm a small fighter, but I'm cabron.
Though with a no-fucks-given attitude, Charlo will not run around the ring in fear from Canelo. And unlike Castano, who presented a high work rate all from beginning to end, Canelo's lower volume style might suit Charlo more than we think.
Now, if you're a special guy, which he may be, then he can do that, no problem.
He doesn't beat Canelo.
He doesn't beat Canelo.
He doesn't beat Canelo.
No, that's a mismatch, man. How the hell you gonna go up? How the hell you gonna go up 2 weight classes? Come on, bro.
Seen it all and pretty much done it all, Canelo has faced just about every style there is. And even though Charlo will definitely be no walk in the park, it will certainly be another opponent that has the potential to derail his future plans yet again.
Viva Mexico, cabrones!
Bombs will drop, bullets will fire, and all-out war will likely break out. And once again, between two men that carry a nothing-to-lose, kill-or-be-killed mentality, that will certainly result in a night that will definitely be worth remembering.
Are you ready?
I was born ready.
I don't got excuses. Whatever happens, happens. And I'm not coming in there to lay down. I'm coming to win.